Imagine walking into a quiet forest. The birds suddenly stop singing. The trees don't move. And then, boom, gunshots explode from everywhere. This is not a movie. This really happened on the Gold Coast. This is a true story of the Sagrenti War, one of the most shocking battles between the Ashanti Empire and the British. Stay till the end, because the ending surprised everyone. Long before Ghana was called Ghana, it was called the Gold Coast. And one powerful empire controlled much of the land, the people, and the trade. The Ashanti Empire. They were rich in gold, real gold, not rumors. Gold was everywhere. Gold dust was used as money. Gold decorated royal swords, stools, and clothes. But gold was not their only power. They were organized. They had laws that everyone followed. They had courts to settle problems. They had trained generals and disciplined warriors. A young Ashanti boy did not just wake up and become a soldier. He was trained. He learned courage. He learned loyalty. He learned to protect the land. Even Europeans respected the Ashanti at first, but slowly respect turned into fear. The British were already on the coast. They built forts like Cape Coast Castle. They traded guns, cloth, and alcohol. But they wanted more. They wanted more land, free trade without Ashanti control, power over the interior. The Ashanti controlled the trade routes between the coast and the north. Nothing passed without Ashanti permission. So the Ashanti said clearly, "This is our land. These are our roads. You must respect our rules." The British did not like that answer. Meetings failed. Warnings were ignored. Tension grew like a storm. Then war broke out. The Ashanti did not call this war Anglo Ashanti War. They called it the Sagrenti War. Why? Because the British leader was named Sir Garnet Wolseley. Ashanti people pronounce his name as Sagrenti. So to them, this was Sagrenti's war, the war brought by that man. When fighting started, the Ashanti used what they knew best, their land. Thick forests, narrow paths, hidden ambush points. Ashanti warriors would hide quietly. They waited, then attacked suddenly. British soldiers would panic. Some fell, some ran. Then the Ashanti disappeared into forests again. This was not chaos. This was smart African warfare. But the British had an advantage. They came with new weapons, faster rifles, heavier guns, explosives that destroyed groups at once. The Ashanti had bravery. The British had technology. Still, the Ashanti did not surrender. They fought village by village, path by path, forest by forest. Many warriors died defending their land. In 1874, the British finally reached Kumasi. Kumasi was not just a capital. It was the soul of the Ashanti Empire. It held sacred spaces, royal homes, places connected to ancestors and tradition. Then something heartbreaking happened. The British burned Kumasi. Fire swallowed homes. Fire destroyed palaces. Fire erased sacred buildings. Smoke covered the sky. People across the Gold Coast were shocked, not because the Ashanti were weak, but because modern weapons crushed ancient courage. After the destruction, the war ended with the Treaty of Fomena. The Ashanti were forced to pay a heavy fine in gold, accept British influence, lose control over parts of the coast. It was painful. It was humiliating, but it was not the end. The Ashanti spirit did not die. They remembered. They rebuilt. They resisted again in later years. The Sagrenti War became a symbol that Africans did not give up easily, a symbol that Africans defended their land, a symbol that freedom was fought for. So next time someone says Africans did not resist, remember the Sagrenti War. Remember the Ashanti warriors. Remember the burning of Kumasi. And remember this: history is not just what you were taught. It's what they forgot to tell you. If you love true African history told like a story, subscribe, because there are many more truths waiting to be told.